Hey Sony, go back to basics. Hello, my name is Muzz and welcome to Gaming Gain, and this is for Sony. Go back to making single player games and focus on that. Your attempts at a live service are not working. You had a hit with Helldivers, and that is nothing to do with you. That was to do with the developers who have a vision. You are trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. You are not good at this sort of stuff. You have never been good at multiplayer since I've started playing games. You've always been beaten by Xbox in terms of multiplayer. They've always had the better multiplayer games. Stick to single player games. That is what you're good at. That is your bread and butter. Like, you do not need to chase this dragon. I understand why you're doing it, because you want more money. But you have great success from making great single player games because you invest time in them. You think about Spider-Man, Last of Us, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima. Like, absolute hits. Not even hits, like critically acclaimed games in there. And you're trying to make these, let's be like, crappy experiences that you might get a hit 1 out of every 100. But you're putting so much money, so much focus on trying to get this one thing, this one fortnight that is going to make you money for the next 100 years, that you are completely, I think, just taking your eye off what made you successful. Like, it is absolutely embarrassing. Between, Concord, let's address that. Like, I think single worst game release that has ever come out. There has never been a game that has dropped off so quickly than Concord. You don't even understand the market. Like, a lot of these hero shooters that are successful are free to play. And you want to charge money for Marathon as well. Like, I know there's a lot more stuff going on with Marathon right now, and I will be addressing. That's part of the reason why I did want to make this video, where I just rip Sony a new one, because it's absolutely, maybe it's not Sony, PlayStation. Maybe it should be PlayStation. Like, get your shit together and go back to what you know. Like, stop trying to focus on multiplayer games. Like, if one comes up, great. Helldivers, phenomenal game, phenomenal experience that the developers came up with and ran with, and they have made, in my opinion, a successful live service for you, because the gameplay is fun, they update it regularly, the community around it is really evolving. But even then, you tried to actually, like, you messed up that as well. You had a good thing with Helldivers, and you tried to make people have online IDs if they weren't on PlayStation. Like, just let it breathe. It was doing fantastically well until you got involved. I don't know. Yeah, this was a bit of a rant. I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of needing this off my chest for a while, and I think it's made me feel a lot better. Made me feel a lot better. Just think, like, this is what I've been talking about. If you've watched my video game industry videos recently, like, they don't just want some money. They just don't want to make a profit. They want all of your money. Like, they could make a game for 100 million, a single player game, and it makes 200 million. Doubles. It doesn't double, but it makes back the money that they could put in, plus gives you 100 million profit. And that still wouldn't be enough. They want 200 million profit. They want 300 million profit. Four. Like, where does it stop? It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, take some perspective. Like, I know COVID was fantastic. Video game sales were through the roof. But that was because everyone was playing. Everyone had time. We're back to reality now. People are back to their normal lives. They need to have some time to actually do their lives. They can't be playing video games all the time. So just stop trying to chase this live service. Like, as I say, Like, what I see whenever I watch any of these kind of multiplayer studios that Sony puts up is how they're going to monetize it. You know what I saw when the first Helldiver trailer came up? A great game. Because it wasn't focused on the multiplayer element. It was focused on the story and the world. Had a cheeky trailer, Starship Trooper style. But man, like if they are continuing to go the way they're going, just saying, I might take a step back. I mean, they do have some games like Ghost of Yotei, buzzing, absolutely buzzing for that. Wolverine as well. Looking forward to that. Insomniac Games in charge of that. Personally, one of my favourite superheroes. Interested to see what they do. Is it going to be open world or is it going to be a bit more streamlined? But I know the combat is going to be fun in that. I hope the story is going to be good as well. Like they've done very well with both Spider-Man games. So, PlayStation, Sony, just let your world-class, best-in-class studios do what they do best and make single-player games. Although I am pretty gutted that The Last of Us Factions never came out. But again, I think that could have been just a good game. Like, it didn't have to be this. I'm sure they were trying to make it into this live service of like ongoing narrative approaches. Whereas, if you just had a solid game like The Last of Us multiplayer and expand that out a bit, more maps, more modes, yeah, you could have like a little, I don't know, a little town you look after. That'd be cool. But they probably ran it into the ground because they were like, no, we need skins. We need, how can we monetize this? If you do this, how is that like? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's my rant over. Feel good. Feel like I can get on with my day now, which is pretty good. That's what rants are for. It was pretty passionate, pretty heated. I like that. Feel good. Anyway, do you agree? Do you agree with what I'm talking about? Praised Microsoft recently. Absolutely going through Sony this time. Do you think they need to change? I hope so. Unless you like Concord and you were like, why did they take it off? If you're one of the very few people who like Concord, then I think you need to readjust. Have a look in the mirror. Anyway, with all that being said, all I have to say is any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.